So we continue and talk about the prescribed manner. Well, prescribed manner, if the offerer prescribes a particular manner of acceptance, the offeree must accept according to that manner. If acceptance is not made according to the prescribed manner, the offerer may reject it. If no particular manner is prescribed in the offer, then acceptance must be made in a reasonable manner. Example: A makes an offer to B to ask him to accept the offer by telegram. B sends an acceptance by post. It is not a valid acceptance. Another example: A offered to buy a the wheat flour. A offered to buy wheat flour from B and requested him to send acceptance by messenger who had brought the order. B sent his acceptance by post thinking that it would reach A earlier than the messenger. Held, A was not bound by the acceptance. Communication of acceptance. The offeree must communicate the acceptance to the offerer in a clear manner. If the offeree accepts the offer but does not inform the offerer about his acceptance, no contract is formed. Mere intention to accept an offer is not a valid acceptance. When offeree accepts an offer but fails to clearly communicate, it is not a valid acceptance. Example: A offers by letter to purchase B's house. B expresses an intention to sell it but does not reply. B sells it to C. A has no legal remedy against B. Manager of a railway company received a draft agreement related to the supply of coal. The manager approved and put the agreement in drawer and forgot. Held, there was no contract as the other party was not informed about it. Express or implied. When an acceptance is made by using words, spoken or written, it is called an express acceptance. When acceptance is made by conduct or action, it is called implied acceptance. If offer is made to the public, the contract arises when any person accepts it by words or conduct. Example: by A offered by letter to sell his bicycle to B for rupees 2000. B accepted his offer and sent a letter of acceptance. It is express acceptance. Next, another example. A widow promised to give some property to her niece if she stayed with her. The niece stayed in her residence till her death. Held, the niece was entitled to the property as it is. Acceptance follow offer. The offeree must be aware of the offer. Acceptance must be given after receiving an offer. If acceptance is made without having knowledge of the offer, there is no contract because no acceptance can be made without an offer. Example: A offered reward for anyone who finds his lost dog. B, in ignorance of the offer, finds and returns the dog. B cannot claim the reward. Another example: a company allotted shares to a person who had not applied for them. Later he applied for the share, held that the previous allotment was invalid. Reasonable time. If offerer specifies a time period for the acceptance in his offer, the offeree must give acceptance within the specified time. If no time is specified, acceptance must be given within reasonable time. The reasonable time depends upon the circumstances of each case. Example: M applied for the shares of a company in June, but allotment was made in November. M refused to take the delivery of shares. It was held that M could refuse because the offer had lapsed after the expiry of reasonable time.